Hello everybody, my name is Sheikh Hussein Basha and I am currently studying in Ballari Institute of Technology and Management in Department of Mechanical Engineering, AITSM D section. So my technical seminar is on mechanical behavior on carbon nanotubes. So I have made this under the guidance of Suraj sir, Assistant Professor in BAT Ballari. So coming to the contents, we have introduction, types of CNTs, method of synthesis, mechanical behavior on carbon nanotubes, mechanical properties, applications, conclusions and references. So this is the basic structure of carbon nanotubes, so how they look. And coming to the introduction, CNTs represent one of the most unique inventions in the field of nanotechnologies. CNTs have been studied closely over the last 2 decades by many researchers around the world due to their great potential in the different fields. CNTs are rolled graphene with an hybridization. The most important aspect of the CNTs as they are light in weight, small size, high aspect ratio, good tensile strength, good conducting property, which make them useful in the many different fields as in filler materials such as polymers, metallic surfaces, ceramics. CNTs also have potential applications in the field of nanotechnology, nanomedicines, transistors, actuators, sensors, membranes, and capacitors. So coming to the types of carbon nanotubes, we have single-walled carbon nanotubes and multi-walled carbon nanotubes. Single-walled carbon nanotubes is a cylinder formed with a one-layer wall of carbon molecules. Commonly, these are fabricated in the diameter ranging from 0.4 to 2 mm. The diameter of single wall carbon nanotubes is determined by range of temperature at which they are synthesized. Increasing temperature result in a larger size. So coming to the multi-wall carbon nanotubes or hollow cylindrical shaped allotropes of carbon that have high aspect ratio, that is length to diameter ratio. Their name is derived from the structure and the walls are formed by the multiple 1 atom thick sheets of carbon. Multi-wall carbon nanotubes consist of multiple rolled layers of concentric nanotubes of graphene. So there are the three types of synthesis methods. One arc discharge method, laser ablation, and chemical vapor deposition. So coming to the arc discharge method, the arc discharge technique generally involves the use of two high purity graphite electrodes. The anode is either pure graphite or contains metal. In the later case, the metals are mixed with the graphite powder and introduced in the hole made in the anode center. The electrodes are momentarily brought into the contact and an arc is struck. The synthesis is carried out at low pressure at 30 to 130 bar or 500 bar in a controlled atmosphere composed of inert and reactant gas. The distance between the electrode is reduced until the flowing of current 50 to 150 amps. The temperature in the inter-electrode zone is so high that the carbon sublimes from the positive electrode anode, that is consumed. A constant gap between anode and cathode is maintained by adjusting the position of anode. So coming to the laser ablation method, the pulsed laser ablation process of the production of single-walled carbon nanotubes was developed at the Rice University. The method they used is described below. In 1996, successfully developed laser ablation method for the mass production of single-walled carbon nanotubes. Other improvements were made by using double beam laser. Nanotubes produced by the laser ablation have a higher purity, up to about 90% pure, and their structure is better graphized and those produced in the arc process. The advantage of this method is small carbon deposit can be obtained. So coming to the chemical vapor deposition, the chemical vapor deposition technique is one of the most suitable method for the synthesis of carbon nanotube materials in the terms of product purity and the large scale production. The method is simple and economic for the synthesis at the low temperature and ambient temperature pressure. CVD allows the experimenter to avoid the process of separating nanotubes. So coming to the mechanical properties on carbon nanotubes, during the last decade, CNTs and GS have attracted considerable attention of the scientists owing to the extraordinary mechanical strength, thermal conductivity, anisotropic electronic properties. These interesting properties are not only confined to the individual CNT and GS, but their junctions exhibit the novel properties that have not been observed in the pristine building blocks. For instance, electrical and the thermal rectification in CNT junctions have been demonstrated theoretically and experimentally. Mechanical behavior of the 5 possible extensions of an ultra-thin CNTs under the uniaxial and biaxial loading have been investigated. These junctions mimic 3 stages behavior of an individual CNTs, that is elastic change in the bond angle, elastic bond length, rapid bond breaking process. However, the junction deformation depend on the defects structure at the connection area, that is without elastic bond length altering stage. When necking occurs in the some type of junctions junctions. In order to inherit the extremely high strength of the GS, mechanical behavior of hexagonal network CNTs have also been investigated in the 3D shape. A transition from high to moderate flexibility was observed by Colsey during the deformation of these CNTs networks. The successful synthesis of CNTs superstructure has also been demonstrated via electron ion and beam welding, Joule heating, chemical vapor deposition, etc. Matsumoto and Saito provided the theoretical investigation of CNTs, GS junctions, and proved their stability using numerical methods. Also carried out some studies on the conductivity of sheet tubes, framework of CNTs, GS by first principle calculation. Bhavan studied the tube sheet section and calculated the most appropriate hole configuration for joining zigzag and armchair carbon nanotubes. So mechanical behavior on carbon nanotubes. So strength, coming to the strength, carbon nanotubes are the strongest, flexible and stiffest material yet discovered in the terms of tensile strength and elastic modulus respectively. These strength result from the covalent sp2 bonds formed between the individual and the carbon bond in the diamond and alkanes. CNTs are not nearly strong under the compression because their hollow structure and the high aspect ratio. They tend to undergo buckling when placed compressive, torsionally or bending stress. Hardness. So coming to the hardness is 152 GPa and bulk modulus is between 462 to 546 of carbon nanotubes or greater than the diamond, which is considered the hardest material. That is, diamond is 150 GPa to 420 GPa. So coming to the thermal conductivity, all nanotubes are expected to be very good thermal conductors along with the tubes. Measurement shows that single wall carbon nanotubes has room temperature of thermal conductivity more than copper. So coming to the thermal properties, all nanotubes are expected to be very good thermal conductors along the tube, but the good insulators laterally to the tube axis. The measurement shows the single wall carbon nanotubes has a room temperature thermal conductivity along to its axis, often about 3500 watt per meter Kelvin compared to this copper, a metal well known for its thermal conductivity which transmits 385 watts per meter Kelvin. So this is a stress and strain curve on carbon nanotubes for armchair and zigzag structures. So coming to the applications of CNTs, microelectronics and semiconductors, conducting composites, artificial muscles, supercapacitors, batteries, nanoelectronics, data storage, solar storage, thermal protection and reinforcement of polymers. So coming to the conclusion, lastly, nanotubes appear destined to be open up a host of practical application and help to improve us understanding the basic physics at the nanometric scale. Nanotechnology is predicted to be a spark series of industrial evolution in the 2 decades that will transform our lives to a far greater extent than the silicon microelectronics, and carbon nanotubes could play a pivot role in the upcoming revolution if the remarkable structural, electrical and mechanical properties can be exploited. So these are the references. Thank you.